What's the deal, ladies and gents? It's your boy back with another video. Skip all the intro stuff. Let's get into it. Number one, Dababy is a technical rapper. And when I say technical rapper, I mean he pays close attention to his rhyme schemes, his rhyme patterns, and his flow. A lot of his contemporaries who do a lot of the more sing-songy auto-tune rap, they have more of a free association type style to where one line doesn't necessarily connect to the previous one or the one that comes after it. So that's why they call it a free association. Baby is not like that. Baby is more of a new age Biggie Smalls, using his rhyme schemes and rhyme patterns to manipulate his flow. Number two, Dababy starts every verse and every hook with an opening punch. An opening line that kicks the listener or that grabs the listener's attention. He uses this opening line as a foundation for a particular section. So meaning if he picks one line like, first nigga play, I'ma body a nigga, he's gonna use that to build off of in order to create his lines that come after it. So the body a nigga, buy me a nigga, lie to you nigga, Bobby and Whitney, you know what I'm saying? When he got that first line, it told him where to go. And that's what we need to do when we're making our Dababy raps. We need to find a opening line that's gonna punch the listener, that's gonna grab their attention. In my example, I bought a stick on the private jet. And you'll see when I go into my example how I use that in order to create my my verse. Number three, another thing about Dababy is he uses a lot of themes in his raps. And what I mean when I say themes is Dababy will bring up a line and then he'll follow up that line with something else, and he'll follow up that line with another one, meaning he's adding structure to his bars, where one rapper come up with a line talking about his car, and then a line after that will be talking about his jewelry, and then a line after that will talk about his gun. Baby will make a line where he's talking about how he met your girl, and then the next line will be about how he texted your girl, and then the next line will be about how he smashed your girl, and then the next line will be about how you found out and got mad about it. So in the sense, he's creating little stories and scenarios with these themes that he's creating in his rhymes. So if you want to be able to add themes into your rhymes and into your bars, you have to come up with an idea for your first line and build on that. Keep talking about it in the preceding lines. This is going to bring structure to your raps. Number four, Dababy exudes ultimate confidence, ultimate charisma, and braggadocio. When you're writing these rhymes, you can't be self-deprecating. You can't be down on yourself. You can't show any flaws. You have to show that you're superior than these guys. Your confidence is unwavered. You have to be the toughest, baddest, coolest guy on the planet. So if you're talking about cars, talk about how your car is faster than another guy's. If you got a girl, talk about how your girl is badder than his girl, and how your girl is so bad, his girl wants to get with you and your girl. You know, just whatever somebody's talking about, whatever you're talking about, go over the top with it and be more superior than the haters or the guys who you're talking about. And number five, another important thing about Dababy is his use of internal rhymes. When he uses internal rhymes, this allows him to add variation and to break up his flow. Remember how I told you in Suge how he basically uses the same rhyme throughout the whole first verse, but in order to add variation to that, he adds internal rhymes to it to change up the rhyme scheme. So he'll have a line, and they'll have another line that rhymes with it, and they'll have another line that rhymes with it, but within that line, he'll have two rhymes that rhyme with each other but don't rhyme with the other rhymes. That creates the internal rhymes. And so without any further ado, I'm going to go through a little bit of Dababy's Suge verse, and I'm going to show you how all of these examples ring true, and then I'm going to show you how I use these techniques in order to create a Dababy verse of my own. Okay, so in the first verse of Dababy's Suge, it has an example of everything I just said, okay? Here is the opening line that starts everything up. The first nigga play, I'ma body a nigga. That gave him his foundation. That's why the next lines end with the rhymes of buy me a nigga, lie to you nigga, and Bobby and Whitney. Those all tie into the buy me a nigga. So basically when he came up with that first rhyme, all he had to do was come up with other rhymes and then plug in to those lines, what he wanted to say in order to correspond with those rhymes. Another thing is the internal rhymes that he uses, okay, on this part. When he says, get caught with your hoe and I'm popping them both, now they hot just like Bobby and Whitney. Remember, the original rhyme was I'm your nigga, I'm your the Bobby and Whitney. But the internal rhyme is get caught with your hoe and I'm popping them both. That added variation with those internal rhymes in order to break up the monotony of the original rhyme scheme that he was using. Okay, and the over-the-top braggadocio part, of course, he's telling you, he said, even your girl told you I'm crazy, man. She ain't lie to you, you know what I'm saying? He'll pull up to your hood and come buy a nigga. You know what I'm saying? He'll have a stack of money and he'll buy a person. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be ultimately confident to believe you can go buy somebody with a bag of money. You know what I'm saying? And another thing was the how he uses structure, how he ties everything in, because he's saying, go ask your girl. Don't think she lied to you. And if you get caught with her, I'm gonna pop y'all both and y'all gonna die. Y'all gonna be high just like Bobby and Whitney. So he's telling you, go ask your girl about me, and if you tripping, I'm gonna kill you and her both. Crazy, right? All right. And so that's basically where I got all of the rules in order to follow DaBaby stuff. And if you go through a lot of his verses, then you'll notice it's the supreme confidence. It's starting off with that one line and building off of it, and it's the use of internal rhymes. So I'll get into my example. I bought the stick on the private jet. I got a heater on. I keep a freezer on. I keep it icy around my neck. Niggas ain't playing with baby. I pull up with choppers and don't even got a vest. Oh, that's your bitch? Cool. Long as you know that my brother's gonna pop her next. I got your bitch and she popping X. They tell me I'm hard on the hoe. I don't even get responses to hoes. Still I be dicking them, then I'm dismissing them. You niggas still trying to follow the hoes. But I keep it player, ain't nothing major. Just don't be calling my phone. I just did a show out in Cali. Bossy different bitches, some baddies. You know, I kind of stumbled a little bit on it at the end, but you see how I used the internal rhyme with the still I be dicking them, then I'm dismissing them, but I'm still staying with the original rhyme. The original rhyme was hard on the hoe, calling my phone, you know what I'm saying? But I also use the internal rhymes, I keep it player, ain't nothing major, just don't be calling my phone. And then still I be dicking them, then I dismiss them, you niggas still trying to follow them hoes. And you know what I'm saying? I was going with the braggadocio. I was just saying how I'm better than people, basically, you know what I'm saying? And I also, once I got my first line, I had my rhymes. I just knew when I had the private jet, okay, private jet, around the neck, that rhymes. Got a vest, pop them next, pop them X. And so I just went on plugging lines into that correspond with that stuff. And that's pretty much it, man. So remember, come out with your line that grabs somebody. Then once you have that, you have your foundation. Start finding rhymes with it. And in order to break it up, use some internal rhymes, you know what I'm saying? Which are rhymes that are rhymes within each other in a line, you know what I'm saying? And be confident about it, you know what I'm saying? And you'll be on your way to creating hot verses like Baby, man. And that's pretty much it, man. I'll holler at y'all later, man. I thank you guys for liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing. I thank all you guys for leaving all the heartfelt messages on my Instagram, man. It really means a lot to me, man. But like I said, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to close your ears, because you know what's coming next. Peace!